about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself in this coupe. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You've been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I get the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that.
Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about in the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. Get back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat Dak. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys. Believe it. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We got to go to free agency, then we got to go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? And listen, I'm in a great mood. Usually we have the most evil people at the bottom. But, you know, it is Sunday, and we need to just raise LandLord up in prayer. So we do got him at the top at this point in time, man. So, without further ado, you know how to do this. The most despicable, evil, vile.
Hold on.
Monstrous.
Simmer down.
Hold on. What's a better word I should use for my brother LandLord? Devious.
Righteous.
Ratchet. No.
You gotta mix it in there.
No, we don't.
Oh, damn.
We use words that actually apply.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
So yes, none of those words. You said righteous, good, benevolent. No.
Trustworthy, all that good stuff.
Shiesty, like scrupulous, like all these different words.
Whoa.
Like they actually describe LandLord from Alabama to a T.
That's crazy.
How you doing today, though, money?
I'm doing great. Besides that intro, you know what I'm saying? I just be having a great day, great life. You know what I'm saying? And then I just get called every name. I mean, besides a child of God when I get on the show with you. But, you know, other than that, everything is great.
Diabolical. Yeah, diabolical. Hey, it suits my dude. Treacherous. Shady like McCoy. Yes. There's a lot of words. And, you know, like, let's keep it real. A lot of them aren't kind words, but, you know, at least he's good at content. You know, he might not be a good person, but he's great at content. So, you know, I will give
fair.
him that.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can say nice things about LandLord when they're true. Oh, Jesus. But, yeah, man. So, hey, let's get everything out in the open real quick. So there
Everything's
was
out in the open.
open.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all a little too young.
Hey, he said, "Guy in the glasses, a dickhead for real."
Damn.
Damn, nigga. what kind of shit is this?
I don't even know. That's crazy. That's
Damn,
what's up.
This diabolical. We might need to shoot this nigga because this is Snoop Dogg in this bitch. It
Hey.
look like Snoop Dogg ain't never said no shit like that.
That nigga name is Nutella. Shit. You a freaky ass peanut butter ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Shoot this
Goofball.
nigga. Yeah.
The fuck? I don't even know who the hell that is.
Nutella on 144p. What the
People
fuck?
just be waking up just on some hating shit. That's crazy.
Yes. So let's get everything out in the open, though. I'm glad you said that. That niggas waking up on some hating shit. So I was
A dickhead is what your mother likes to slurp on. That's what it is.
Your mama didn't have
Bitch.
pacifiers. She was
The
just
fuck?
sucking dick off
Get
her
your
life.
whole ass out my screen, nigga. Y'all kill that boy before he gets smacked around for real.
Yes, indeed. And salute to Stephen Carroll, man. You a gold, and you definitely showed out and showed some love last time you was in here. We do appreciate you for your support, my brother. But yeah, man, like this
Your mother's
dude-
pacifier. That's what it is.
Exactly. They done shot him already. He good. He gone. But yeah, man. Speaking of hating, and this is why I had to check the bullshit that JB the Cowboy fan was talking, cause he out here spewing bullshit, and he got people dumb enough to believe it and run with it. So this is on my Twitter, man. There was a nigga that woke up at 6:15 this morning, jumped under my post defending the honor of JB Cowboy, man. This man said JB the Cowboys fan and Mr. Breezy. Don't know who Mr. Breezy is, so I'm not going to put his name in it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real about Dak and you niggas being y'all feelings about that scrub ass nigga. I said, so keeping it real is saying Dak faked an injury that he had a documented surgery for. Y'all niggas ain't shit. So he spun back and said this: Dak ain't tear his hamstring off the bone. He just tore it, and he knew he was playing bad. He checked out and seen that schedule and got spooked. So this is the shit that we be trying to fight, man. Shout out to my boy Darnell Lamar with the 199 for your mind. He said, y'all choose violence today. We choose violence every day because violence is the only way to go. Because kindness, bitch ass niggas don't understand kindness. Bitch ass niggas don't understand, decorum. They like hoe ass niggas. There's a lot of people running around talking crazy because they forget that they bitches in real life. They ain't been slapped up since high school, right? That's why they move the way they move. They
It's
talk
been a
the way
while.
They talk. They ain't had the shit slapped out of them in a very long time, and now they forget that they hoe ass niggas. And that what happens a lot of time, man. A lot of these folks ain't had no fist fighting years. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks forgot that they can't fight. You know what I'm saying? So they type and they say anything they want to say. And that's my issue with a lot of niggas, that you forget that your mama raised a hoe. Like, you ain't never been like that. Like, folks, I'm not the toughest nigga in the world, but a nigga will tell you that he ain't gonna fight. We gonna fight, and we gonna probably have to fight every time you see this nigga. And that's just what it is. Some of y'all niggas ain't like that. And y'all get on this motherfucker and y'all type and y'all speak any kind of way. So that's my problem with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all forget that y'all hoes. Like, especially JB. Because JB, I wasn't going to say your name. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know what's going on. Like, you made a little weak-ass video. Ain't nobody seen the bitch, by the way. Like, this bitch still sitting at like 160 views. And, that's why I don't really be concerned about saying your name, because you already done tried the Dak Prescott stimulus package and they ain't doing shit for you. You still ain't got no motion. You been hate on this nigga for a year and you ain't never made a dime off the shit. You still ain't monetized. You still has 3 followers on Twitter. So like, I really don't understand what you doing this shit for. You doing it for the love of the game. You're doing it for the love of hate. But what was diabolical about your little video that nobody actually saw, right? And I concur y'all not to ever watch it. We ain't trying to boost up no fuck nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? But what is crazy that you called us Slurpees when your mama's right there in the next room. If anybody is slurping on anything, it's the mama that raised you and raised to be a hoe ass nigga. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say about that. I had to get your name out there, get out there real quick. Because we got actual football to talk about. Because we gotta clean up the mess that you bitch ass niggas make. We want to come on here, talk real football. We want to talk coverages. We want to talk personnel. We want to talk, roster, moves. We want to talk, what the coaching staff is gonna do, and we out this motherfucker got to deal with your bullshit, cause you ain't good at your job, because you a grifter. Matter of fact, you a fake grifter. It was less than a year ago you made a video on your YouTube page saying that Dak Prescott would win MVP. But then you follow up with all these different weird videos. You said back in 2021 you lost faith in Dak Prescott. So which one is it, weird ass nigga? Have you been off the Dak Prescott train, or are you just faking it? Are you a fake hating ass nigga, or are you a fake content creator? Which one is it? Were you not getting enough views on your video that you had to go ahead and switch the role, man? Which one is it? Which one is the truth? Because less than a year ago, you made a video saying Dak Prescott would win MVP. Right? So did you really believe that, or did you think that were going to be a hit video or some shit? Which one is it, my nigga? You tell me. You tell me what the truth is, man, because you all over the place with your fuckery.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got inside information that Dak was faking an injury. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, I ain't got no problem with a nigga saying he don't believe in Dak. That's your own prerogative. But for a nigga to say this man faking an injury, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? And then literally be preaching that, I just don't understand where you even get that from. That's crazy.
Exactly. And listen, there are things that Dak Prescott needs to improve on. There is not a Dallas Cowboys player that is above reprimand. This is not what that is about. It's about you being a lying ass bitch. Cause you lying on the man saying that he faking the injury. You ain't got no motherfucker X-rays. You ain't got no inside from no doctor. You ain't got none of that. You out here saying that the man then you got folks out here saying that Cooper Rush played better. I know you made a video similar to that, even though that Dak Prescott had a better completion percentage, a better QBR, better passer rating, better completions over expectations. Like, all the advanced metrics say Dak Prescott still played better than Cooper Rush on a down year when the nigga was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, like, y'all, you ain't gotta make up shit, dog. If your videos ain't doing well, they ain't doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? This is, you just need to get better at your job. You ain't gotta lie to make content, man.
Facts. But I don't really want to spend much time on that goofy shit, bro. Like,
I don't either. You know,
I'm a up close and personal type nigga, man. Like, yeah, hey, I ain't with all that. Let him live, let him go. Hey, let him do what he do.
I mean, yeah, listen, I wasn't going to say nothing until niggas said our names on a little show. You know what I'm saying? A little show that nobody watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, hey, I returned the favor. You know, nobody seen you diss us, but there's going to be a couple thousand people to see us diss you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. They claim y'all cry over Dak, but he is. Dak is all he talk about. Your whole talk about the team as a whole. And that's really my issue. When people hyperfixate, you know, on one particular player, you come off like a groupie. You a groupie. You only have eyes for Dak Prescott. So when the defense is out there getting bent over, you ain't got shit to say about them. You know, when
it is 52 more players on this team.
Yeah, that's 52.
That's what people fail to realize. Like, you talk about one man being responsible. It's 52 other players. It's so many other coaches. But all they say is, Dak this, Dak that. You know what I'm saying? That's insane.
No, he said, listen, he even played video from our show. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just out here saying, like, you had the balls to say my name. I'm going to return the favor in time. But I'm just going to say this. You're about 50 years old. You're dusty. You're poor. You're not good at what you do. You need to do something different with your time and find you something safe to do, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. Because, listen, if you have a problem with me, just don't make no little video about it. You can always tell me face to face when you see me. Because I'm going to be in Dallas for the 2 motherfucking practices they have in August right there. Going to be open practices. If you got an issue with Henny the Moore, anything that he says, you can circle your calendar. You can drive your old ass out there, and we can talk.
That's how it go.
But anyway, let's talk some football, man. Let's talk some actual, factual motherfucking football, man.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. So let's talk about how Brian Schottenheimer can actually fix this offense, because that's really was something I wanted to touch on yesterday. We got a little diverted from it. So you remember when I showed you like the target separation by year for one reigned Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And it was bad, right?
Facts.
I'm playing music right now. I just need to turn it up a little bit more. So is that better or is it too loud?
Yeah. No, you good.
All right, perfect. Okay, so 2018 to 2023, Dak Prescott did not qualify in 2024 due to the injury. So he didn't get out there. He wasn't able to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? So 2018 he was 13th. 2019 he was 25th. 2020, 29th, 2021, 15th, 2022, 31st, 2023, 31st. So target separation for Dak Prescott has not been great. You know, that's why the man has this amazingly high, tight window throw percentage. You know, it's almost insane that the man was second in MVP voting and there was nobody basically open all of 2023. You know what I'm saying? All of 2023. Now, take a look at what Brian Schottenheimer did for Russell Wilson. And this was the 3 years that he was calling the plays for the Seattle Seahawks. 2018, he was 9th in the National Football League in separation for his targets. 2019, he was 8th in separation for his targets. My boy, 2020, he was 6th. So he had 3 straight years of top 10 separation playing within that scheme that Brian Schottenheimer. Dak Prescott has not been in the top 10 for his target separation in the last 7 years. You can count 2024, even though he didn't qualify, he was not going to be in the top 10. It was still awful, right? So that's 7 straight years of Dak Prescott being outside of the top 10 for target separation, and this is 3 straight years for Russell Wilson actually having separation on the throw that he making playing with Brian Schottenheimer. So my question to you, landlord, do you believe schematically and with the new weapons that the Dallas Cowboys have that Dak Prescott will have bigger throwing windows this year?
I would like to see what Russell receiving core was looking like, because I think that kind of plays into that statistic too. But yeah, I mean the things that Shotty say he want to do, it sounds like it'll be good for our offense. It'll be good for us being actually able to find open receivers and stuff like that. So Dak won't have to hold the ball too long. You know what I'm saying? So I think that'll be a good setup for us, especially with a wide receiver like Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, and we got people like Turpin and Tobin in a 3-roll or something like that. Like, I feel like we should have a better yards of separation average now, you know what I'm saying, this year anyway by default. So I feel like he should be able to take advantage of the roster we put together.
So to answer your question, who the wide receivers were, Tyler Lockett was the leading receiver. Doug Baldwin was second on the team. David Moore was the third wide receiver. So you compare.
Say that one more time.
So this is 2018. Tyler Lockett, Doug Baldwin, who was 30 years old at the time, and then David Moore.
Oh, that might just be scheme right there. Lockett a separation dude, so a lot of it might be off the strength of him. But the other dudes, like it might be a little scheme helping them.
Oh yeah. Also, this was not Doug Baldwin. It was Tyler Lockett's first big season in the NFL. You know, the first year that Brian Schottenheimer got there.
Yeah.
That was his first year actually having substantial yards and touchdowns. He went for over 900 yards and 10 touchdowns.
So Brian turned them up.
Hey, you remember I had showed the graphic at one point. I don't know if I still have it because I'd be having to delete a lot of stuff to, build these shows and put in new graphics.
Tell me about it.
But, Tyler Lockett, it was night and day. The 3 years before Brian Schottenheimer got there, completely different from the 3 years that he actually had him.
So that just shows he know how to maximize his players. I feel like the job of an OC is to make sure you put your wide receivers and your tight ends and everybody in the best positions to be successful. Like, if you can't do that, you ain't doing your job right. So we need to see Brian intensify some of these players, especially like Ferg. I need to see Ferg cut up this year. Like, if Ferg can't prosper this year, it's going to be, we might be looking for a tight end next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could get ugly, in my opinion. Like, it's been a turnstile at tight end too long now. Like, now we look back at it, we probably should have just kept Schultz, but we'll have to see how Ferg performed this year. He don't have no excuses this year. Like, he came off the injury last year. We'll give you a little grace, but with this wide receiving core, man, you should be able to eat in the middle of the field. Like, the middle of the field should be open for you.
Yes, indeed. Also, the very next year is when he actually got DK Metcalf, the rookie DK Metcalf. So the next year in 2019, just to throw out there who the wide receivers were, getting the separation.
What kind of yards DK did first year?
100 catches, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. Tyler Lockett.
He had the CD Lamb year.
He had the CD Lamb year. Tyler Lockett was 1,057 yards and 8 touchdowns. And then his second year in Brian Schottenheimer's offense, when we talk about DK.
So for the people who think you can't have a number one, how many yards that Tyler Lockett had?
Over 1,000.
You got 2,000-yard receivers for real.
Basically.
Yeah. And like, believe it or not, we don't get mad if CD Lamb numbers go down slightly and George Pickens numbers go up, because that means your team gonna be more effective. I feel like you'll be more effective and harder to stop. Like, if CD Lamb get 1,200 yards this year, I don't want to hear nobody saying that, because I guarantee you that means the offense is better. That means we are harder to guard. That means in some of those situations where we would have just schemed for CD and they doubling him or bracketing him, that means George Pickens was wide open over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that it's going to go along with each other. So it's no need to be like, oh, CD had a down year. That's goofiness. If your offense prospering, I don't want to hear people talking crazy like that, man. I think that'll be the worst case scenario. Like, we don't want to start, like, pushing wedges in between our 2 star wide receivers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's unnecessary. In Dallas, I feel like we have a hard time understanding that you don't have to have just one. You can have 2. When we had Zeke and Tony, what we did, we started pushing them against each other. Man, Zeke don't need to have that many carries. Tony need to be carrying the ball. Or Tony better than Zeke, or Zeke better. Like, we started hearing crazy stuff like that because we not used to having a lot of weapons or more than one. We need to understand that we can prosper with 2 of a kind, like 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. You can have more than one and still be good.
I agree. Okay, the Dally boy. All right. Anyway, so to really just drive in that point you were making, LandLord, 2020, the final year where they had the most target separation. Guess the yardage and touchdowns for DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
Say that again.
I said, guess the yardage and touchdowns for Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf in 2020.
In 2020, what, 1,000 apiece?
1,303 for DK Metcalf and 10 touchdowns. 1,054 and 10 touchdowns for Tyler Lockett.
I can see that type of year for us.
1,300 for CD, 1,057 for George Pickens, 10 touchdowns a pop.
I can see that. I can see them having a year like that. Maybe even better.
Hey, because listen, Russell Wilson threw 40 touchdowns that year. 20 of them were to DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
And listen, like, the best years of Russell Wilson, the let Russ cook era, with Brian Schottenheimer.
I wonder what they tight ends and stuff were doing, because I know Seattle, we still looked at Seattle as a running team. Still.
Will Dissly that year was the leading tight end. He only had 251 yards. Greg Olsen was 35 years old. He only had 239 yards. Jacob Hollister was the third tight end. He only had 209 yards.
I wonder, is that a trend? Do his tight ends just not eat? Or was those dudes just pretty bad and old?
Let's take a look. Let me go back to the receiving for the previous year.
Because some offenses don't feature tight ends like that. Or he wasn't that confident in the tight ends that he had.
Let's go to 2018 and see. Let's start off with 2018. and see what the production was for the tight ends? That's a very good question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a good idea of how he like to operate. Well, but he already detached himself from this offense too. So I mean, you see the predicament they put us in. Like I said, like we don't know if we need to be saying, "Hey man, Brian didn't really." No, it seems like he tried to put the good. He tried to represent himself with the good that happened, but then separate himself with the bad because he's just like, well, that was 30% of my offense, and that was 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I should give you all the credit either then. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's crazy about this. Like, you should have just manned up and just took the good with the bad. Because now I'm sitting up here like, okay, you got some good numbers. It looked like your offense was running pretty good, but you said you was only 30% of this.
So how much? Yeah, you're right.
How much credit can I give you if you said this wasn't your full offense? Like, I know people probably look at me like, man, you be on them, but I'm just saying, like, do that make sense? Do that not make sense, man? That's all I'm saying.
It makes perfect sense. Shout out to B-Bird for the $4.99 for your mind, though.
Salute.
He said, if we get the run game going, then a separation increase will follow. We must fix the run game first. I think it's both, because when you can utilize play action, because remember, a lot of times what people don't understand why play action works is because just because you're in coverage, a lot of times you still have run fit responsibilities as well, right? You also still have run fit responsibilities. So if you're the flat defender, 9 times out of 10, you are the final line of defense on the edge. Like, I know that you have the defensive ends, but usually the person that plays the flat also has the responsibility to force back, to force the run back, keep it inside. Right. A lot of times, flat defenders are force defenders, and that's the same with the hook defenders. A lot of times they have run gap responsibilities. If you're playing a hook zone in the middle of the field, you might have run gap responsibilities in the A gap or the B gap. Right? It just really depends on the coverage. The coverages are tied to your run responsibilities, and that's why play action is impactful, because you have a job in the run game, even though you're supposed to be in coverage a lot of times. That's why linebackers get sucked in, or they're a step late off of play action, because if I got to step up to try and make sure that a explosive run doesn't happen, I can only be in one place at one time. I cannot stop the run and stop the play action pass over my head at the same damn time. That's why play action is impactful.
Facts. Even though I think we should try to establish the run kind of early. I don't know about game 1. I feel like we should just do what's successful. I'm sorry, but I think we do. I know we do have to establish the run though, for them to at least play it honest. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be doing play action and nobody moves. You know what I'm saying? They like, nah, y'all ain't running for real. Even if you is running for real, I can actually just wait till next play and you ain't gonna do it no more. Like, you gonna throw the ball.
Von, you is dead. You up here telling me this shit from hell, nigga. Shut up. That nigga got King Von his post talking about the Cowboys suck. And you dead, nigga. Keep riding, bitch.
Boy, you stupid.
The nigga dead niggas up here trying to tell me the Cowboys suck, nigga. Being dead sucks. What's wrong with this nigga?
Well, yeah, wow.
Reincarnate before you talk shit to me, nigga.
He said being dead sucks. Damn, Joe, I ain't even know y'all was alive. Shit.
What's up? Hey, shout out to the Commanders, man. Y'all did something I never thought I would live to see y'all do again, man. You made it to an NFC Championship game.
Congrats.
You still got a longer Super Bowl drought than the Dallas Cowboys. You still ain't shit. You still split. You still split with the Dallas Cowboys, even though you played 2 backup quarterbacks. God bless y'all.
Yeah. And I feel like all that shit was a fluke. So that's just me. I'm sorry. Like, I know Jaden is pretty good, but
I like Jaden.
That shit was a fluke.
I like Jaden Daniels. And that's another thing. We got folks comparing Dak Prescott, to Jaden Daniels. The Washington Commanders defense forced 5 turnovers in 1 fucking playoff game. But yet Jaden Daniels get all the credit. And that's what's wrong with people right now. No fucking respect for the rest of the team. Hey, I appreciate the back and forth too, because you listen. You ain't coming here on no weird energy. You just came here talking shit because you a Commanders fan. I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate that. It's these extra weird ass niggas, you know, that need to hate on the Cowboys for attention and views. I don't like. You know what I mean? Like the grifters.
Yeah, Donnell Lamar, he real nefarious today. Said LandLord got to give his words of encouragement at the beginning of these lives. Yeah, you're right. Because HTM on one today.
I'm just saying, dog. I can afford, you know, I can afford to live in this house that I own. I can afford those nice cars I drive. I ain't gotta do no dick pulling, no fake propaganda to pay nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is good over here. I don't know about y'all niggas. You know, you like y'all niggas 50 trying to jump into content, man. You need to go, you know, to like a motherfucking boxing class or something, nigga. Go build a shed or some shit, nigga. this shit ain't made for all y'all, man.
So go build a she shed, nigga.
Yeah. Niggas up here, nigga children don't even look at you like a father figure. Your kids look at you like a big sister, nigga.
A big sister is crazy.
Your kids look at you like a big sister, nigga. All that hating and dick pulling you doing, man.
Man, hey, this nigga dead too. Elvis talking about Dak is whack. Nigga, you dead too.
Wow, he dead, nigga. Then Elvis ass up this bitch stealing and shit. This nigga stole all his hits and shit they said, man. Fuck Elvis.
You ain't wrote one hit, nigga.
What's wrong with these niggas, man?
He stole all the slave tunes and then you come out, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass out of here, nigga.
What be wrong with these niggas, man? Yeah,
Hey.
dog. So, you know, I ain't finna sit here and go back and forth with nigga big sisters, man. You know, you should work on your craft or something. Go fix a car or something, man. Give your children something to look up to, my boy.
Damn. Hey, and this was Sunday. Just imagine if it was Saturday night, boy. Y'all would be in trouble.
Yeah, man.
I'm sober. I ain't even drunk nothing. So y'all lucky, boy.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Be on here cussing like a sailor. Like my mama used to say, cussing like a sailor. I had got to fight one time, bro.
Go ahead.
I had beat a dude up real bad. The gas station people, my mama and them came out there. The gas station people was like, yeah, and he was out here cussing like a sailor. They snitched on my ass. Because they were mad because I broke the little, you know I'm old. I broke the little newspaper stand. Know what I'm saying? I hit his head all in the newspaper stand and broke that shit. So they up there snitching on me when my mama pull up. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is diabolical, dog.
Hey, salute to Jeffrey with the cash out, man. We appreciate you, sir.
Indeed.
Salute.
Salute to Jeffrey on my end, too, man. You a real stand-up supporter, man. Them niggas over there ain't got that. That's why they out here doing all this fugazi shit, man. They ain't got no supporters. These niggas ain't never seen no money off their content, nigga.
He said, big sister is nefarious. Andrew said, I sound like the Boondocks dude. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you dead. Shut up. Shit. Hell no.
Shit diabolical.
All right.
He said couldn't sit down after Mom Deuce got a hold to you, honey.
Hey, she told me up, though. Look, I wasn't in there, but like middle school, I probably about in the 7th, 8th grade. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, I come from the era where the whole neighborhood was against you. You know what I'm saying?
You do some shit.
They looking out for your best interest, though. You know, it take a village. You know what I'm saying? If I'm down the street, you know, sneak smoking or something, somebody gonna pull up and be like, boy, what you doing? I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Look, one of these numbers, you gotta take, chunk it out to the side so nobody, you couldn't smoke in front of nobody, mama. You had to hide from everybody, cause your mama gonna find out, man. You know, I come from one of them real neighborhoods. Like, hey, your mama ain't the only one that can whoop your ass either. So you better be careful.
Cousins, store managers,
store owners and shit, preachers and shit come putting the belt to ass. Like,
you ever got the shit
I come from that type of
deacon,
community.
You ever got the Holy Spirit slapped out you by the deacon, nigga?
Alright, you feel me? Like, this for real, bro. Like, hey. It was a different era back then. I know some of them young kids like, oh my God, strangers whipping you? Nah, they weren't strangers. They just, you know what I'm saying?
They might well be family, dog.
They might as well be. You know, they can walk straight in the house, no knocking. It was a community. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. And That's what y'all need. Y'all need community now because y'all wasn't
Facts.
raised right.
Hey, I think that old what you could call it, an idiom or something. I think that's around for a reason. It take a village for real. Your parents can't be there forever. You know what I'm saying? Like once you leave their presence, you need somebody else looking over you. You know what I'm saying? For real.
That's real talk. He said, how y'all feel about Russell Wilson's Giants? If Russ is an okay quarterback, they might be able to make the playoffs. They might be able to win 10 games, but they got a horrible schedule. Like the NFL hates the Giants. I don't know what y'all say that. Y'all say that they hate Jerry. Whoever the owner of the Giants is, they hate them niggas.
Yeah, that schedule is brutal. And like I said, they another team. They could be a good team, but they still gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the Giants' goal should be to be competitive in every game. That's probably the best. That's their ceiling this year. Like it would take a miracle for them to be a good team. Like the only way I see the Giants actually prospering is that defensive line is like straight handing them, like human urine them. Like it got to be performing like that. Like they got some dogs over there, but they gonna have to play like out of their mind to be a good team, I think.
I agree, because I don't know, dog. It's gonna be rough for them niggas. It's gonna be rough. And listen, I'm happy because they the ops. They probably deserve to lose a whole bunch of games. Let us watch them and laugh and shit like that. But like it's rough. They play the Eagles twice, the Commanders, us, the fucking Kansas City Chiefs.
That's 3 teams you got to play twice.
That are better than you.
Yeah, that could easily be 6 losses.
And listen, they play the AFC West like we play the AFC West. Like who said?
So that's 7. You probably gonna lose to the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. You probably gonna lose to the Chargers. Mm-hmm. That's 8.
You damn sure gonna lose to the Broncos.
That's 9.
One of the best defenses, and they were a playoff team last year. I mean, shit. Well, I mean,
that's 9 losses, damn near, without even being hyperbolic.
Where are the wins at on this schedule?
I don't know.
I mean, they might split, because stupid shit happens in the division. It ain't gonna happen with us.
They might look up and get one game on Washington or something.
Yeah, they might catch Philly slipping because for no apparent reason. They might catch Philly slipping. They might catch Commanders slipping. But they gonna lose. They gonna lose at least 4 to 6 games against the division. Damn,
D. Shiv just cooked in because they do got a terrible O-line with an average quarterback now. Like that's kind of crazy. That's a recipe for disaster.
Ain't that what they always had? And that's why they've been hamstrung for a long time. Bad offensive line play, mediocre quarterback play. Because remember, the question was if Russell Wilson could play well. Like, there's no guarantee Russell Wilson plays well. Like, Father Time is just whooping his ass at this point.
The only way they could be a real team, like I said, they D-line got to play out of their mind. And they got to be to the point where you can't run on them, and then they pass rush is crazy. That's the only way. Then they play the Lions, Packers, and Vikings. And, oh, my God. 9, 10, 11, they might beat the Vikings.
They won't beat the Vikings. That secondary against Justin Jefferson.
I just look at the Vikings like they be having a good team, but they just losers. I don't know what it is. They just usually lose. I don't know what's wrong with them.
They do. Like, listen, if there's any team that made the playoffs last year that might take a step back, it probably is the Vikings because J.J. McCarthy ain't played no NFL football yet. He's going to be the starting quarterback.
He got the weapons, but we got to see what he do with them.
He ain't got no experience. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have weapons, you actually got to find your weapons to get them the football. Now, if it's a one-read play, like, hey, it's a pick play, he's going to be open. If he's not open, throw it in the stands. Like young quarterbacks have read like that. But, if they actually give this man a full progression play, and he got to go from A, B to C, then check down, I'm not sure how well he'll do that. I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just saying at the NFL, at this speed, coming straight off of an injury, and you're supposed to be a mobile quarterback where that's plays into your game, I'm not really sure what we're going to get from J.J. McCarthy.
Nah, Ange, I disagree. I don't think Mr. Sierra ain't doing nothing over there.
Sierra out there, put it on that boy.
Sierra hitting him. She pegging him more than likely, Ange. I'm sorry.
Nigga said pegging is dive on a Sunday. Landlord,
he's not a real man. I'm sorry.
And on a Sunday in front of my orange juice. Really,
He's a nice
really,
guy,
Landlord?
but he's not a real man. It's different. Sorry. I call him Mr. Sierra for a minute.
Yeah. God bless him.
For a reason. You know what I'm saying?
He a great guy though.
Hey man, people don't understand. We been disliking Russell a little bit. Fans, football fans, not even, future fans and people who like, you know what I'm saying? We not even talking about people who out like that's just cheering for future. Like, bro, he destroyed a whole championship team.
You talk about that.
He screwed up the locker room in Seattle. He did. He sold them boys out, man.
Well, really,
He sold them boys out. Richard Sherman's told it all.
Shit, Pete sold them niggas out, calling that bullshit play at the goal line, trying to make.
No, I'm talking about like, after that, they kind of basically said, hey, Russell, who you want to keep and who you know what I'm saying? Like, cause they knew them boys weren't respecting him. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have no type of respect or control in his locker room, and he the quarterback. So they like, bro, like let us know who the bad people gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Instead of him demanding his respect and facing them like a man, he sat up there and just got them boys put out the team.
Also, you remember when Marshawn Lynch was talking? He said he had to go and try to get the nigga number from other people. How you motherfucking me teammates with these folks for like 5, 6, 7 years, and they can't just call your cell phone, dog.
Yeah.
Like
that's crazy.
He was moving weird as a motherfucker.
I'm telling you, these your teammates, but they don't got your number.
I'm supposed to go out here fight and bleed for you, nigga. And
that's crazy.
I can't call you, dog. We can't go have lunch and talk it over like men, dog. Like, come on now. And really, it's crazy. When you spend more time with them niggas than your own family when you think about the shit, especially during the season.
He said Russ is a winner. Yeah, he won with some good teams. That was years ago, though. You know what I'm saying? How well did he do in Pittsburgh?
They made the playoffs. That's the only thing I can say nice about.
That ain't no. I mean, well, Dak a winner.
Dak is the
winner. It's a lot of winners out here then. If that's all it takes.
Yeah, he got a winning record as a starting quarterback. That's all I can say about it. But I think Russ is gonna make the Hall. He got the numbers.
Russ a good quarterback. He just old. Yeah, that's why I ain't too worried about him now. I think he just passed his prime. That's all.
What's Splendor Poppy at in this bitch, man? Where my boy at, man?
King Pablo said everybody ain't get my number. But the difference is though, was you the quarterback though? Let me know that. Was you the QB? Nah, if you was the QB, you was diabolical, King Pablo. I'm sorry. The QB everybody need to reach out to the QB, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to be the leader. This like saying this is the manager of the job, but you can't call this nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like you think about it. Everybody can't even respect you. Cause like, if you the head of the snake, they might need you, bro. They might be like, hey man, I'm about to crash out over here. I need somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Anything, bro. Like, if you the leader of the team, they need to be able to contact you whenever they can or whenever they need to. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't even that. Think about it. Like, if you get a new supervisor, a new boss at a job, or if you the new boss or supervisor at a job, are y'all not gonna exchange numbers with the workers and stuff? Like, or at least give them a number to contact you? Like, you gotta do that. That's bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like how you gonna lead somebody and they don't even know how to contact you? That's crazy.
Yes, indeed. And compare that to what you hear about Dak Prescott. Even when niggas leave here, the one thing they never question is like, man, Dak Prescott is the leader of man. If you need that, you're gonna be there. You can pull up to the nigga house and work out. Like, that's a leader. And they saying that Russell was not like that. And you gotta think Dak Prescott was one of the youngest niggas in the locker room leading. But you couldn't do that, Russ? Dak Prescott was a leader on this team with a Jason Witten and a Dez Bryant there. Already, two designated big personalities with skins on the wall, and he coming in leading and taking charge and doing this and doing this. Told Dez Bryant as a man, I will throw you the football when you was open, my nigga. I'm trying to keep my job, nigga.
I got bills to pay, Mom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then I think that was behind. We can be out Russ in a minute, but I think that's what fueled the fact that they would throw the ball at the goal line. Like, I guarantee you, Marshawn was one of them people who didn't really respect Russ like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause he ain't a real leader or a real man to them. Like, this ain't even got to be to me. Like, this to their team. So, in that situation, Pete and Russ probably like, we gonna have to let some of these dudes go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we hand him the ball, it's gonna be hard to let him go. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think it might have been something like that. That might have been something that fueled that. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit is crazy though when you think about it. Like, that's horrible leadership. Pete
Hey
Carroll.
man, shout out to Toby, bro. He a Titan fan, bro. I know you a real nigga, bro.
Man, salute to Toby, man.
No, you real.
Man, salute to my nigga, man.
They ain't won since Steve
Yes,
McNair. Know what I'm saying? R.I.P.
No, I mean, Titans ain't never won a championship, so
I'm talking about being a winning team. Shit.
Well, they made it to an AFC championship game recently.
With who?
Derrick Henry.
Who was the QB?
Was it Ryan? What's the boy name? He used to be a wide receiver at Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Dolphins quarterback for a while. Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah,
It must have been just one fluke season, or they was decent.
They were decent. A lot of people don't know this. Ryan Tannehill had a season with the Titans where he had 40 touchdowns and only 8 turnovers.
That's when D-Hop was over there, wasn't it?
No. I think maybe A.J. Brown was over there.
Yeah, AJ, yeah.
I think it was A.J. Brown and somebody else.
Mariota was over there for a minute. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Tennessee Titans AFC Championship game. Yeah, I know I wasn't tripping. They lost to the Chiefs. AFC Championship game, 35-24, with a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Derrick Henry got held to 69 yards. Damn.
I do think Cam Ward gonna be nice though. I think Cam Ward gonna be a hooper.
Oh yeah, I like Cam though. Like, a lot of folks don't know that Cam Ward set the NCAA record, the FBS record, I should say, for touchdowns in the season.
Yeah, Pollard over there too.
Yeah, I like Tony Pollard. They got T.J. Spears too.
Tajay, yeah.
Tajay Spears, yeah. I like him coming out.
Where he went? He went to Tulane, yeah.
Yeah, he went to Tulane. Y'all ain't gotta block this nigga, man. Just let him in there. Leave him in there. He ain't said nothing to y'all. He ain't called y'all no names.
Yeah,
You know
if it ain't no personal attacks and stuff like that, man, let him live.
Yeah, let him live, dog. Let him live. If he ain't called you out your name, if he ain't disrespectful to us on the show, let him make it. Like, they can, sit around.
They can disagree, speak their mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As long as they ain't being disrespectful, let them make it.
Y'all know what bot behavior is. You know what I'm saying? Niggas spam in the chat saying the same thing and stuff like that, or cussing or calling people out their name crazy and stuff like that. Y'all know what should get somebody blocked for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. He said, I don't want to spam. Just curious why you think the Cowboys haven't won ring, haven't had the team for it. A lot of times, like, they have not consistently had everything in order. If you just think about the teams.
Peanut butter, no jelly. Ham, no burger.
And then when they do have the teams, the Dallas Cowboys are quick to dismantle those teams right after. Like 2021, when the Dallas Cowboys went 12-5, Dak Prescott set the Dallas Cowboys record for touchdown passes in the season with 37, and we got bounced by the 49ers, right? instead of running it back with the same team, they immediately traded away Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? And then ran out there with what's the boy's name? Noah Brown. Noah Brown was your wide receiver 2 going to that season, the very next year. We still won a playoff game and lost to the 49ers in a close match, but we should have had the opportunity to run that same thing back with Amari Cooper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the Dallas Cowboys do not consistently keep those teams together for a long enough period of time to really have success like that.
Then just it seemed like the universe worked against us. Like I think Dak hooped when he got in that year, but I you can't help but wonder what would have happened if Romo would have started that year. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If he would have played that year all the way out, what would have happened? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't help but think that, or the catch no catch year. Like it's a lot of different situations to where I felt like it was just like the universe, like nah, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. I think we gotta change our look some kind of way, man. It's like it's just a lot of unlucky shit that be happening to us. To me, like we need some luck to happen in the playoffs. Like the point where I know the Cowboys is about to get over the hump, when we play a playoff game and we probably shouldn't win, but somehow we won. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have let me know, like, damn, our luck changing, bro. Cause it seems like we get the worst luck in the playoffs. Like we be getting some of the worst matchups. Like it just always be bad for us. Like let us get the luck that the Eagles had that year. Like not last year, but year before last, or whenever they went the first time. Like we play a sorry Giants team in the first round, and then we end up playing 49ers and they QB get hurt ×2. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let us get some luck like that. We just need that type of stuff to happen. Like, don't get it twisted. You need a little luck here and there to make a historic run and win a Super Bowl and stuff like that. Like, you need a little luck. Even whether it's injury luck to the point where you stay healthy all year, because that's lucky. That's lucky. Flag luck. Sometimes the referee might need to miss a call or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a little luck here and there to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. And listen, I see Cuz said, hey, teams aren't perfect. What was the weakness of the Philadelphia Eagles last year? They had a top rushing defense. They had a top passing defense. They had a top scoring defense. They had a top rushing offense. And even though they didn't have godly passing numbers, they still had probably the best tandem of weapons in the National Football League. They had A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. They had a bunch of shit. You know, they had a bunch of shit. So what was the real weakness of the Philadelphia Eagles last year? By the statistics, there really wasn't a clear way to defeat the Eagles last year when you looked at what they did well.
Like I said, you got to take a risk on some positions. They risk paid off. You know what I'm saying? They took a bet on certain positions. They bets won. That's all it was. They put out 2 young cornerbacks out there and they won. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the Cowboys, some of their bets don't work out for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might, like this year, it look like we finna bet on these running backs. Hopefully it work. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't be perfect at every area. I feel like the Eagles' weakness was those young corners, and they played above expectations and they hooped. So it's like, hey, if your bet win, now you got pretty much a team that don't got too many weaknesses.
Facts. Yeah, the Eagles ain't had no real weaknesses like that, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, and if it was a weakness,
Swad D, put that comment on the screen, cause I'm telling you, what you think? I think if we would have signed Saquon last year, bro, who knows why our season would have went?
Because the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl without Saquon.
Who knows why our season would have went? A competent front office would have probably made that call. I just seen some a post that said Dallas didn't even call Saquon.
Didn't call Saquon, didn't call Derrick Henry.
That's crazy to me, bro. What? At that point, we had a Tony Pollard on the franchise tag, didn't it?
He wasn't on the team.
We was finna go into it with Rico. Man, get the...
Yeah,
bro.
Tony Pollard left and signed with the Titans.
Time out, him. Why on earth would you not call superstar running backs? And we know the running back market been compromised anyway. It wasn't like we were gonna have to pay them no whole bunch of money.
Yep.
And even if you was happy about Rico, you should still be trying to get better. You had a historic free agency for running backs. All the greatest running backs was on free agency last year. All you had to do is sign them. You ain't even have to do no, you know what I'm saying? So that competent front office is very, very important, bro. Some of them times, of course, you're not going to connect on every haymaker you throw. But the ones you do connect on, that could be what gets you over the top, bro.
Difference makers.
Real talk. Them could be the ones that get you over the top. Them could be the ones that get you that knockout. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like at the right time, we need to make the right risk.
See,
that's what's going on here.
And listen, there are people in the chat, like, y'all don't even believe in Dak Prescott like that, but y'all believe we had Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley, we could win a Super Bowl or compete at a higher level. So you mean let's go back to our point of saying it's a team game. Like they didn't rely strictly on just the boy Jalen Hurts passing the ball all around the yard. He only had 18 passing touchdowns. You know,
this man had 2,900 yards, y'all. That's what I just told them on that little Eagle show I did. I said, bro, do y'all think what our season would have been if Jalen Hurts would have had 2,900 passing yards and 18 touchdowns in Dallas? Now, I know he had some running yards and stuff like that. How many rushing yards he had, if you don't mind, if you could pull it up? But if he was the Dallas Cowboys quarterback that whole season, and people up here talking about Jalen Hurts is better than Dak and all that goofy shit, bro, if that man would have had the same season in Dallas, we would have been a same losing team. We would not be good. I promise you that. With a roster like we had last year, we would have been bad as hell.
He had 630. He had 14 rushing touchdowns.
And you know how many of them tush pushes? Like 7, 8 of them motherfuckers tush pushes.
About 10 of them bitches probably.
So, I mean, how much rushing yards he had?
630.
See, this nigga almost had you see what I'm saying? He basically, that nigga running back. But you had 600, so you add that up. What that is?
It's still under 4,000 yards. Now, I'll rushing touchdowns count, so I'm gonna let him make it. So he had 32 touchdowns and under 4,000 yards still.
That's not even a standout quarterback numbers right though. Them not standout quarterback numbers. That's a okay quarterback number. Man. But like I said, if you take that tush push shit away, which you can't, I guess, because it's still, you know what I'm saying, it still count. But I don't know, bro. They got a cheat code over there.
Yeah, 14 rushing touchdowns is crazy, especially when you think about how they came.
I mean, yeah, we could say it sounds crazy without context, but when you say 10 is tush push, I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't respect that shit.
Hey, that's prerogative. And listen, I understand because I'm iffy on the shit too. I try not to take away stats from people, you know, but you know, it's weird how it comes. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how it comes. So, man, I got a real question for you.
Yeah, that Super Bowl might have not, without the tush push, I don't think they win the Super Bowl.
I damn sure don't believe they win the Super Bowl without Saquon.
I know that sounds crazy, but think about how many third down, fourth and one conversions they had without that. Now, salute to Simone with the sports, the Eagles content creator. She did make a good point when she was like, would they get it on a regular sneak anyway? Probably so, to be honest with you. But it's not the same, though. I don't think it'll be at the same rate.
Yeah, I think it's more you can do to defend a regular sneak. That's why they don't do the regular sneak. They do the push.
Yeah.
You know, also, to put context into what Saquon Barkley did, because I think people don't really realize how amazing Saquon Barkley was this year. In the regular season, Saquon Barkley had more rushing yards than Emmitt Smith did in any season with the Dallas Cowboys. In the postseason, Saquon Barkley had more rushing yards than Emmitt Smith did in any postseason run with the Dallas Cowboys, including the Super Bowls.
Crazy.
So Saquon Barkley by the numbers. Had a better regular season than Emmitt Smith and a better postseason than Emmitt Smith. And you think that wouldn't have helped the Dallas Cowboys if he had the same production over here?
That's what I'm saying. We would have been a whole different team. I feel like Dak might have not even got hurt if we would have had him.
He would have been fresh.
Dak wouldn't even got hurt. I know that's kind of crazy to say, but more runs would have probably preserved your quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
He wouldn't have been getting hit like that. He wouldn't have been getting hit like that. Because, matter of fact, I'm going to give y'all the exact numbers. Hold on. Emmitt Smith, career high rushing yards. I'm just gonna give y'all the numbers. Y'all think I'm crazy. I'll give you the exact numbers. Emmitt Smith career high in rushing yards came in 1995. He rushed for 1,773 yards. Right? Saquon Barkley. 2024 stats. Saquon Barkley rushed for 2,005 yards and 13 touchdowns this year.
Crazy.
All right. Emmitt Smith, I'm going to do it for the playoffs. In postseason.
Fact. Salute the big Dallas 8604 for the $5 super. He says, Eagles won the Super Bowl with the Cowboys formula. No way in hell they win without Saquon. Facts. There's no way they win there without Saquon. Like, that's what I'm telling you. So, when I say that, if Saquon Barkley was the catalyst over there, what could he been for Dallas? Even if we don't win the Super Bowl, guess what else that means? That means the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl. And that means Dallas would have been, in a better situation, even if we didn't get to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl.
All right. So, the most rushing yards that Emmitt Smith had in a singular playoff run was 336 during the 1992 postseason. He averaged 112 yards a game, ended up with 3 rushing touchdowns. Saquon Barkley this year ran for 499 yards in the postseason. So he ran for almost 200 more yards than Emmitt Smith did.
Listen, man, I just don't understand how people be, so convinced that Dak can't win. Like, to me, it almost seems like now you just praying it don't happen. Cause like, how could you not see the man is capable of doing stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, now you just like, cause I'm gonna try to see, let me see. Try to put it in comparison. It ain't many people where I say he can't win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? I got enough football knowledge to know that it's not just on him. I would have told you Jalen Hurts couldn't do it. But Jalen Hurts got a damn good team and won that bit. Right? This is a team game. If you a good GM, you set your team up to make him better. Like, if you don't think Dak is capable of winning a Super Bowl, that is because of the way that we built our team. Believe it or not. We've seen way worse quarterbacks than Dak Prescott win a Super Bowl, and we've seen way better quarterbacks not win one. So y'all formula don't work. Think about that. See, it's a way that you do experiments. It's called science. You take away a variable. You see what I'm saying? If you take that variable away, and now you see what the results is, now you get closer to figuring out what is the problem. I don't think y'all understand that, bro. Like, it's crazy. If you take away a great quarterback and put a regular quarterback on a great team, you still winning Super Bowls. You see what I'm saying? If you put a good quarterback on a bad team, you're not winning Super Bowls. So how could y'all just give all the credit to one person, one quarterback? It makes no sense. Is Jalen Hurts better than Patrick Mahomes? Fuck no. But who won the Super Bowl? Who won the Super Bowl? See, that right there kill it all the time. If it was all about the quarterback, the best quarterback will win the Super Bowl almost every year.
Mm-hmm. So remember, Lamar Jackson done won MVPs. He ain't been to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen was the best quarterback in the league last year. He won the MVP, right? He did not go to the Super Bowl and never has. You know what I'm saying? So why y'all only look at the quarterback? Warren Moon is in the Hall of Fame with a 3-7 postseason record. He got 3 playoff wins in his entire career. Never made a championship game, but he's still one of the best quarterbacks that we ever seen, right?
Look at what Lamar Jackson did. Lamar Jackson be having video game numbers and still lose. It just happens. You know what I'm saying? It's take a whole team, bro. So I just don't understand that. Like, answer me that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why the best quarterbacks don't win the Super Bowl every year? Why they don't? Because it's a team game, bro. This is simple. It's simple. Now, some players have a clutch gene where they can raise their performance in the playoffs and play above expectations. And, you know what I'm saying, they have certain characteristics to where they make the better decisions than others in certain situations. It's possible. Am I sitting up here acting like Dak is without sin? Am I sitting up here acting like Dak is perfect or Dak is, you know what I'm saying, the greatest of all time? No. But what I am saying is, all the blame just can't go on one man. If that was the case, like I said once again, the best quarterbacks will win the Super Bowl every year.
What's up with you, Wes?
What's up with you, man?
What's happening?
Shit. What time is it over there on the West Coast right now?
10 o'clock in the morning.
See. Yeah, man. So yeah, we in here to talk about some bad football narratives that niggas trying to push. You know, they only look at quarterback play and act like that's the end all be all to winning. Like there ain't 52 other niggas on the team. That's all.
Man, you know how it be, bro. When you can't make content on football, you make content on football. People who make content like that's what you see in the world today. Like the eye speed and freaking what's the other boy? Kai Sanat.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, like it's dope, but they're almost like a Dallas Cowboy because like they do things and then content creators, instead of making their own content, they just make content about them. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see I see more content about Kai Sanat and then I actually see Kai Sanat content. You know what I'm saying? And that's how these new dudes be, you know what I mean? And I don't knock it, you know what I mean? Because like when you first get in the game, like you kind of, I ain't gonna say you kind of look up to people like that are already been in the game, but you do have you kind of look up to people like the LandLords and the HTMs and the West Coasters and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, for somebody to make like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna make no video on him disagreeing with you, bro. I'm gonna just pick up the phone and call your ass. Like that don't make no sense.
Facts.
And I'm damn sure not about to put you on a thumbnail and try to use your face to make me some money. Like, I mean, we family, but nigga, you ain't that handsome. Hell, nigga, I'm gonna put a Dallas Cowboy on there or a Dallas female, nigga. You gonna use a whole nother content creator because you got to know the thumbnail is designed to attract people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, knock all that off. I'm talking to dogs. I ain't even talking to kids, so don't nobody get me. I'm talking to dogs.
Shit, they kids too, man.
Yeah, I know, but people, why you yelling at your? Why you talking to your kid? Wes, we talking. His kid's crazy. No, I wasn't even talking to my kids. My kids ain't even here. I was talking to 3 Frenchies.
They gonna send Pet over there, Miss One.
I know.
He's
for real.
yelling. He's yelling.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
But yeah, man, like that's weird. I mean, that is super weird, bruh. Like that's super weird, man.
Oh yeah, man. Listen,
Like to sit up.
there's a bunch of weird niggas in the space, man. Like I said, man, they need to do something different. You know, they might need to, you know, go back to school, get their GED. You know, they might need to.
But I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. What it really is, bro, it's just your first year of streaming. When you first listen to me, if this your first year of streaming, this your first off season, you really don't know what you're supposed to be talking about because there's really nothing happening right now. Like if you, that's what I'm saying. Like in order to have good content right now in the off season, where there's really not, like, you got to really kind of understand what's going on in the sphere. And most people don't know what's going on in the sphere. Like, people don't even know that Jerry's on a yacht in the middle of the ocean somewhere. And then the Dallas Cowboys are all on vacation somewhere. So it's like, what else is, like, for them? They're like, oh my God, what can I talk about? Because I don't know how to really break down film yet. I don't know how to really break down content yet. So what can I do? I can break down the opinion of somebody else. That's what I can do. Because people been doing that. It's barbershop talk, bro. Like, that's like the like, for you as a grown ass man, and I'm gonna tell you, like, you my cousin, so it's like I was a little bit offended, but then I was like, bro, this dude is, because my whole mindset was try to get on. I want to educate people now. I'm tired of just shitting on people. I really, like, for me to shit on you, it's like this. Have you ever beat somebody up and then seen them a couple days and they doing the same thing you beat them up for? And you like, bro, like, that was a waste of my energy. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to beat up people no more just to beat them up. You know, I don't want to do that no more. I want to actually engage with people to invoke change. You know what I'm saying? So I literally, when I hit him up, I said, listen, man, I want you to come on the show. I want to go. I'll come on your show. Or you know what? How about you come on mine? Because you only got 13 people on your show. I said, and technically you only got 12 because I'm one of the people. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably watching his own show somewhere. So he probably only had 11 people watching the show. I said, if you come on my show, it'll benefit you more than anything. You know what I'm saying? It'll introduce you to the audience and everything. But a lot of these guys, like I said, bro, like, there's no way in hell that I could have sat up for 2 hours and did a show on a content creator, on his opinions. And when it all boils down, the two biggest arguments that these new Dak haters are vibing off of is, one, for some odd reason, in their idiotic brain, they think that Dak Prescott faked an injury last year. And my thing is this, right? What people don't understand is how dumb that is, bro. That's like someone saying, like, in 2025, like, oh, I faked my taxes, or I faked my insurance. Yeah, bro. All them people who faked them PPP loans, they all going to jail now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you get what I mean? So it's like, you know, like, saying someone can fake an injury and defraud the NFL, because
a multi-billion-dollar industry, by the way.
And also, let me explain
right now. He would be fired.
Let me explain. Actually, no, somebody would be in prison. Because let me explain to you how it works.
Facts.
Let me explain how it works. When a player, say you making a $60 million, I'm not even gonna make an example. I'm gonna tell you what happened with Dak. Dak Prescott made $60 million. The Cowboys was responsible for paying him $60 million, right? Mm-hmm. But Dak got hurt, right? Mm-hmm. So my question is, when a player gets hurt, who's responsible for paying the rest of the salary? Is it the team? Is it the NFL? Or is it the NFL and insurance? You know who actually pays it? It's the insurance in the NFL. You want to know why? Because if Jerry still had to pay Dak $60 million, even though he was hurt, Jerry would be on the field telling Dak to get his ass on the field, bro. You would never have hurt players.
They gonna shoot them niggas up with some, tell them.
Bro, you would never have hurt players, right? So when you get hurt and you're out for the season, the Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys complete what's called an injury clause. It's the same thing. It's like an insurance claim, and they pay for the money. So that's why I'm saying, like, who thinks that in 2025, in order to play in the NFL, that the only person that is verifying that you're healthy is the team? That don't even sound right, bro. So you mean to tell me Dak can literally just walk up to the Cowboys and be like, yeah, I'm hurt, I'm done for the season? What?
Well, that got to get verified by like 25 people.
Bro, 30 million. Who's going to eat that? Bro, that's why I kept on telling them, like, so you mean to tell me that Jerry Jones, somebody who didn't want to sign, probably didn't even want to sign Dak to his contract, would then turn around and let him sit at home for $60 million?
Man, Dak in the skybox with like 72 iced teas watching the game and shit. You think that what Jerry Jones wanted?
Do you honestly think that's what Jerry Jones, the same dude who got mad at Trevon Diggs for working out, doing his own workout in his own house?
Hell nah. Jerry Jones don't play. That man
Like
hurt
you,
for real.
then my question is this: like in 2025, do we like we say stuff out of our mouth and don't even understand? We are talking about Class A felonies. Like, bro, you mean to tell me that the Dallas Cowboys? He's like, well, yeah, because at the end of the day, Jerry Jones, he was probably all in. I'm like, bro, why? That doesn't even make sense. Why would Jerry Jones if that's the case? Why didn't he put CeeDee Lamb down? Why did he make CeeDee Lamb play? He knew CeeDee Lamb was not going to get the stats today. We don't know why, because he was making $35 million, bro. I don't give a damn if Dak is not here. Motherfucker, you're still going out there and catching that ball.
Let me ask y'all this real quick, though. I don't be understanding. Like, people say Dak is trash and garbage, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they say CeeDee Lamb is just, you know what I'm saying? He's the GOAT. Like, they love CD, but then they'll dog Dak. How does that work? You know, CD would not get the ball if it wasn't for Dak, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't see CeeDee Lamb making all these super acrobatic catches like George Pickens had to do. Like, don't you know Dak feeds CeeDee Lamb? So it's really hard to just say one is trash and then one is great. So if you say Dak is trash, are you saying CeeDee Lamb is trash too? And then are you saying statistics are trash? Because they both have great numbers.
I agree.
I don't understand this, bro. Like, you really as good as your quarterback. So, trust me, we evaluate real film. Go watch some of these D3 colleges. You might have a superior wide receiver, but the quarterback is trash. So now they can't even get the ball.
That's true. Because think about the LSU Tigers. They had Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry, and neither one of them boys ever had like an amazing collegiate year because the quarterback was super sorry. 2 NFL first-round pick wide receivers played together on one team, and neither one of them had godly numbers.
I'm going to start asking that. The people that say Dak is trash, hey, man, how do you feel about CeeDee Lamb, though?
Also, how can you have garbage time stats when you win most of your games? Dak Prescott has a record. He's over 20 games, over 500. How many garbage time stats is Dak Prescott getting in games he's not even losing? How are you stockpiling garbage time stats in 12-5 win seasons? Also, salute to Darnell Lamar with a 199 for your mind. He said, damn, it's a lot of Dak haters in the chat. It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Say this, and I'm gonna say this right here. There are no garbage time stats in the NFL. The margin of victory is too small. The margin of victory in the NFL is less than 10 points, bro. That means the average win or loss in the NFL is 10 points. Bro, if you lose by 10 points in the NFL, if you lose by 14 points in the NFL, they say you got blew out. This isn't college, bro. You don't have teams averaging 50 points in the NFL. The margin of victory is literally, I promise you, if you Google the margin of victory from last year's games of all the games, I promise you all the NFL games were won by less than 14 points.
Yeah, it's 9. It's 9 on average.
So the average victory of an NFL game was 9 points. Bro, there is no garbage time in the NFL. The talent, and guess what? That's what we want. You can watch any NFL game and get in a competitive game. You want to know why? Because of the salary cap. The salary cap prevents everybody from having super teams. Like the salary cap actually works in the NFL. Like, because it evenly disperses the talent. So when people be like, it's garbage time, like, bro, there is no garbage time in the NFL, bro. Why do you think listen to me, if there's why didn't we see Trey Lance then? Why didn't we see the backup quarterbacks? You don't see backup quarterbacks and want to know why? Because there is no, bro, if you're up by 10 points in the fourth quarter, you're not pulling Dak and putting your backup quarterback in. What are you talking about? A nigga can literally come back and win.
Yep. Yeah, listen.
Like, when have you ever seen a team? How often do you even see teams pull their starting team because the game is so in hand? You don't see that in the NFL. You don't.
It rarely happens.
The only time teams pull their team is in the last 3 games of the season. Last 2 games of the season. That's it. Or we had one season, I'm going to tell you, we had one season where we had 7 games where we were blowing teams out so bad that Dak didn't. That like literally we put. But guess what we did in our garbage this year? We pulled Dak. He didn't even play. See, that's the thing. No team, no organization is going to leave a $60 million player on a field during garbage time. That's a huge liability.
You're right about that.
Yeah,
Bro, I remember a season 2 seasons ago where we were blowing teams out. And you know what happened in the fourth quarter? Dak was on the sidelines.
eating sunflower seeds.
In the game, and we were up 40-14, 40 to something. Remember that Minnesota Vikings game?
Mm-hmm.
They were 8-1 or something. We blew their ass out. Fourth quarter, the whole fourth quarter, where was Dak? On the sideline.
Chilling. Also,
why would Jerry Jones let you run up stats on him knowing that you're going to get paid one day?
He don't. He gonna put you on the sideline. And to your point, this is 2 different teams with 2 different outcomes. The Detroit Lions were up 24-7 on the 49ers. That's a 17-point lead. They end up losing the game 27-24. The Dallas Cowboys were down 27-10 against the Packers. We end up losing that game 48-32. So point being, you can have a comeback if your defense does something. If your defense get a couple stops, you can come back from 17 points down. Right, that happened in a postseason game against the San Francisco 49ers. Right, one of the better teams in the National Football League overcame a 17-point postseason deficit to win the game. So the point being is, like, being down doesn't mean the game is over. If your defense don't ever show up, sure, the blowout gonna get worse. But that's the difference between having a comeback and a blowout is what your defense and offense does after you get into the hole.
And there aren't a lot of blowouts in the NFL, period. There are not a lot of lopsided victories in the NFL. There aren't. And when it does happen, it's usually like, damn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's usually like, there are rarely 40, even bad teams like the Carolina Panthers. Even they were respectable last year. And they lost a bunch of games.
Lost to the Kansas City Chiefs 30-27 on last second field goal.
Like, that's what I'm saying. And the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl. So that's what I'm saying. He'll be saying garbage time, bro. The only time that there is garbage time is in high school and college. And that's because the talent is so in Alabama can play the Army. But in the NFL, listen to me, the NFL, they're looking for prime matchups. So they're not trying to have a whack team play a bad team unless they have to. And then the cool thing about the game is the NFL shows you that it is the difference between one or 2 players on your team can literally make the difference between you being the Carolina Panthers and being the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's like, that's what I be trying to say. Like, and then the last thing he was on was, the whole, because Jerry, he was saying, the dude we talking about is JB Cowboy. That's what I'm speaking about. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'll say it right now. He puts out content consistently, as high quality. If you're into that, go follow him. I ain't never gonna stop nobody from getting to follow. He put out consistent content, quality content. I don't agree with it. And guess what? He put out content last week that I didn't agree with. He may put out content next week that I agree with. That's life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody clipping me. You know what I'm saying? All 12 of his fans talking about we hating on him and we so big, we hating on him. No, I don't like this point. The point that you making on Dak Prescott, I don't like it or agree with it.
Yeah, I was a little bit more direct. I just told Nick I don't fuck with him. I told him he a grifter. I told Nick he ain't good at his job. He need to go, fix a vehicle, some shit, be a daddy to his kids or something. I said he give off big sister energy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you the problem with a BA though. I'm gonna tell you the problem with a BA. If you say stuff like that to him, you'll never be able to get in person with him. Because see, that's what I learned about these dudes. Like, if these aggressive, tough dudes on the internet. Because see, I really be about that action. Like, I really be trying to see if you really be talking all that stuff you be talking in real life. You know what I'm saying? And so what I learned is if I go off on you and online, You gonna do everything you possibly can to stay away from me when you see me. But I like when a hater walk up to me smiling and grinning, thinking it's all good, put their hand down, be like, yeah, man, what was up with you saying? Because remember, I told you I was gonna holler at you when I saw you.
And I see you.
And I see you. And then I love when they hit that, oh man, it's just for the content.
Nah.
And I tell them, nah, bruh, it was never for the content for me. And then they jump on they West Coast, we cool. Let's just take a picture. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I take more pictures with people that don't like me than anything. Because people who love me, they already know me. You see a brand new I'm just saying that's how it works though. But I mean, the last thing I was gonna say is, man, listen, we can have disagreements. But if you're a content creator making content about a guy who only played 9 games of an NFL season or 17, bro, that's a reason. Like you could be using your time to talk about people who played 17 games. If you didn't play 17 games, bro, there's nothing to make content on. Like the NFL isn't even like, what are you? They're like, the boy was injured. They're gonna look at last year's injured season. There's nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And then the real last thing is this. If you're going to look at Dak and say he's trash over 9 games, but not look at the year before when he played 17 games and was second MVP, that's you, bro. That's you. You didn't sucked off Dak and didn't like the way he takes. That's you. That was your fault. That was your fault.
Like I said, anytime I hear somebody say that, I'm going to just say, do you like CeeDee Lamb? I mean, yeah. Everything you like from CeeDee Lamb came from Dak.
The craziest thing they be saying, the craziest thing is you ask a Dak hater, okay, so what would you do at the quarterback position? Oh, well, I'd give Milton a chance. I would have gave Trey Lance a chance. Like, bro, so basically what you're saying is you're down to give everybody in the world a chance who has proven to other teams that they're not as good as Dak. You would rather give them a chance than the guy who has proven to you that he's your best option.
That's anything but. That's
that baby mama, bro. That's that Cardi B and Offset right now. You know what I'm saying? She online talking about how in love she is with Stephon Diggs. I'm like, bro, watch when the NFL season start, bro. And New England Patriots is trash, and he ain't catching as many balls.
So this nigga up here doctoring footage. They said this shit trash. One episode he used an old clip from 2018 of Troy Aikman and made it seem like Troy was criticizing Dak currently. This nigga, that's 7 years ago.
Yeah, right. 21 was on the team down there.
So he just wake up and just be like, he just
no. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Google Dak hate.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all what it really is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. He did a bunch of shows that were probably good quality content, and nobody watched that stuff. Then he did a video ranting about how mad he was Dak, and he probably got 1,000 views. And he was like, I figured it out. I figured it out how to get people to watch my content.
But he got stuff on his channel saying that Dak is finna win Super Bowl MVP.
That's what I'm saying.
Dak is finna do this.
And that's what I'm saying. Those numbers didn't do as well as the hate did. So when he saw the numbers behind the hate, that's what. Because bro, listen to me. Last night, and I'm gonna cuss y'all out too. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I ain't even got no shirt on, so y'all know what it is. Listen to me. I seen some loyal West Coast Cowboy, HTM LandLord supporters watching that bullshit too. And I know I was the only one going crazy in that comment. I know I was the only one on the couch sitting, got that guy blocked. So all I'm saying is this. If I see you taking pictures with the ops too much, it's fuck you too. That's all I gotta say. Because I saw some people that be swearing up and down that they the biggest West Coast fans and Henny fans and LandLord fans, and that boy was in there talking shit, posting pictures and all types of shit, and y'all was just going along smiling and giggling. And I'm going to just tell you that right now. I know who you are. I knows who you are. Because my screenshot worked like a mug.
Hey, if I catch you sitting in the car with the ops, you think I ain't going to spray that up?
Hey, bruh, Henny, how many times I called you last night? How many times I called you last night about this?
You better get out the car.
I woke up. This nigga had called me like 3-4 times. Like, cuz.
LandLord, how many times I called you?
I know you called me. I don't know how many times it was.
But did we not get on the phone and get on him? Get on it. So yeah, so that's what I'm about. That's what I just wanted to make sure that was known.
Yeah.
Man. But shit, really, like we do the nigga more of a favor mentioning his name than anything, because like I said, the nigga been hating for free the last year. He ain't monetized over that motherfucker. He ain't seen a dime. This nigga doing this shit for the love of the game at this point. So like, listen, if you really just hating on niggas for free, spending 2-hour shows, ain't getting no donations, ain't getting no ad revenue, ain't getting no motherfucking brand reactions or nothing. Like, you a professional hater, my nigga. Like, you need to do more with your life, man. Like,
He did. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. You've gotten to a whole new sphere that I ain't got to, bro. Like, you have literally, like, I thought I used to get under people's skin. Like, I don't get under people's skin. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I don't get under people's skin the way you get under people's skin, because ain't no nigga ever did no whole show on me. Like, niggas have definitely mentioned me on their show for blocking them and shit, but like, bro, ain't nobody ever been like put my face to a thumb.
Computer
Put my picture, you put my picture on a thumbnail, bro, I'm gonna just leave it alone. I got enough stuff in my life I'm dealing with.
Yeah, it's gonna flash the fuck out.
For sure, bro. You put my picture on a thumbnail, my kids is on YouTube. You talking, man, get your heck out of here. My mama on YouTube. Nigga, what?
Oh yeah, listen, man. I talk shit with the best of them. Listen, I welcome the shit, nigga. I welcome the tongue wrestling. I welcome anything to come with it too. So you know what I'm saying? Like, hell, I will be in Dallas on those dates, man. I'll be there in August for the open training camp. If you want to see Henny the Moore, you can come see Henny the Moore. Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm gonna say this too. I said this strong. I said this because he got to the point where he was like making fun. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like, a lot of people don't know this, right? There was a couple years in his first game that me and Law Nation didn't rock. Well, I didn't rock with him. Mm-hmm. Law is a good guy. He always rock with everybody, but I didn't necessarily rock with him, right? But there was no back and forth banter between the two of us. Why? Because we were big in the sphere where it's like, it don't benefit either one of us. If I don't rock with him, what benefits me is to keep my mouth closed and let him do what he do. And if he don't rock with me, what benefits us is him to keep his mouth closed and let me do what he do. Until what? Until there was a subject that we both agreed on and we collided on it, and we've been cool ever since. So sometimes stuff just comes, but getting up there and calling a man saying a man looks like a female, like, this dude was taking personal shots at and he looked like a female. He need to cut his dreads off. He need to do this.
A bald head nigga said something about a nigga with some hair.
Yes, bro. Yes, he was. And then the thing that I don't like about it is, and I'm gonna speak a little racial right now. I'm gonna talk a little racial right now. I don't like it when black men tear down other black men and give permission to other people to say stuff that they know they would never say. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being real.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They'll hear this black man tearing down this black man, and then they assume that because they're doing that gives them permission to do that. And that's what I saw.
Shout out to Big Dal for $4.99 with the $4.99 for the mind. He said, for being so good at cussing out the ops. Hey man, I really be it's a skill, dog. You just gotta practice. You just gotta wake up every day, say fuck these niggas.
He ain't got a strength and conditioning team to help him cuss out people. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I gotta stay in tip top shape.
He said
salute to the strength and conditioning team, man.
Said J Ho boy is a whole goofy. Hey
man, it be like that sometimes. But I'm finna have to depart, sir. So I'll probably catch y'all on the other side of things. You know what I'm saying?
It's all Gucci. We've been on here an hour and a half. Wes,
yeah.
You want to do a proper show? We can do something tonight before my wife get in it.
All right, I'm with it.
Let's do it. Well, shit, I appreciate everybody for sliding in. I I appreciate all the good cowboy content creators that actually see money from the show they make, and they out here just doing shit to waste people's time and make people stupid. I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do. Shout out to Big West Coast. This man lives in Cali, been paying his bill off of content for I don't know how long. Shout out to my brother LandLord from Alabama. I ain't gonna tell folks too much about what he do, but he get good money. He can live around nice people right now. Shit. Shout out to my folks that really in the space, making a living off of this shit and not hating, try to pay their bills. Them boys ain't finna get shit repossessed. My niggas, hey man.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you this too. Hey, listen to me. Shout out to all the young content creators who are fighting right now to make content and ain't choosing to do some bum shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because you could be out there selling dope right now. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you for making content on the kickers and making content on the linebackers. Like, for whatever reason, people in the offseason feel that Dak is the only person that you can make content for, unless considering he only played 8 games. Like, that's crazy.
That's why sometimes a lot of times I try to give back to the people who ask for money on the street. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like, bro, you could be out here robbing and raping and something like that. So, hey, he begging. He might be doing the world a good service right now. So, hey, here you go, my brother. Hey, you could be out there doing crime with our nieces, aunts, you know what I'm saying? Sisters, daughters or something. So, hey, get that man $1 sometime, goddamn. Hey, I look at it like that sometimes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to B-Bird with the $1.99 out the door. He said, Henny, the funniest Cowboys content creator ever. Hey, man. Shout out to Alex Bryant, too, for the $9.99, man. I appreciate you.
They coming in for the win over there.
Hey,
salute.
I appreciate y'all, dog. Because, listen, this is why I'm able to be real, authentic, and not serve y'all baby back bullshit. You know, because y'all do stuff like that. You know, maybe when the day comes and he actually sees some money from the bullshit he put out, he might go back to making real content. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. If he continue to do what he's doing, he is going to make money off of it, because unfortunately there is a lot of money in just getting online and just saying a bunch of bullshit. Like, there's money in it. What he has to learn, what people have to learn, is a degree of integrity and understanding that all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you got to get on here and just be. And this is my biggest issue with anybody who does that. Once someone hits you to the game on how things work, because in order for you to think someone faked an injury, you don't understand how the NFL works. You just have to understand how it doesn't work. How it doesn't work. You know what I mean? How these dudes do be getting charged with federal crimes, and they do be getting in trouble, and they do be wanting that money back. You know what I'm saying?
Even all kinds of stuff.
Yes, like, bro, like, this is like, that's literally the same as cheating.
Yeah. Well,
bro, because you got to think, for Dak to purposely sit, that changes the odds in every football game that he was going to play in.
Facts.
And you got to think like this: the Dallas Cowboys are going to submit an injury claim, which is technically what? An insurance claim.
Facts.
And the insurance money is going to pay them $30 million, because Dak still has to get his money. He signed a guaranteed contract. Guaranteed means he gets that money regardless if he plays or not. But the team isn't the one paying it. And who's going to pay that? The insurance.
Yeah. So what Wes is saying, stop pushing bullshit narratives. Learn what the hell you're talking about before you lead other people astray. And y'all have a blessed Sunday, dog. Except for the niggas.
Thank you, bro. Because once you realize that, you're like, bro, it's impossible. It's impossible to fake an injury.
It's impossible. All right, fuck. We'll spin the block later on, y'all. I'll get at y'all.